Welcome to the May edition of the DG Interactive Session, and I am Rotarian Oyedola Sale, your anchor. Well, I want to say a big thank you to our Rotary leaders and fellow Rotarians for tuning in this lovely afternoon. Wow, I'm sure you've missed us, and of course, we've missed you too. It's once a month, and we're ready to interact with you. All right, now please start by tagging your names properly, and of course, be prepared to ask questions. And DG is standing by. He's getting ready to interact with you. And of course, I want to say a big thank you to all of you who are online right now. Let me recognize, okay? I would like to recognize AG Henry Akim Popola. Thank you so much for joining this afternoon. I would like to thank Rotarian Francis Okuse. Okay, thank you so much. Please keep sharing the link, keep sharing the link. It's the May edition of the DG Interactive Session, and it's going to be engaging. All right, so right now, let's just dive into happenings in the district. Now, it's time for Happen Around the District. Happenings Around the District news is brought to you courtesy of Rotary Club of Ikeja Central. Please, can I have a big round of applause for Rotary Club of Ikeja Central, our sponsor of the May edition of the DG Interactive Session? First, the headlines, as edited by Rotarian Olaleko Otu, the chairman of Public Image for Rotary District 91 in Devon. First, Rotary Club of Alagbado Urban, chartered in grand style. United Presidents hold retreats at Badagry. Rotary Club of Ikeja Central charters Rotary Club empowers youth through digital skills training. Now the news in full. Rotary Center in Ikeja, GRA, Lagos came alive on Thursday, April 16, 2026, as Rotarians, dignitaries, and stakeholders gathered to witness the historic charter presentation of the Rotary Club of Alagbado Urban, marking its official induction into the global family of Rotary International. In his keynote remarks, the district 9111 governor, Rotarian Prince Henry Akinyele, expressed deep appreciation to the Rotary Club of Abule Egba Metro for its pivotal role in sponsoring the new club. He described the chartering as a landmark achievement in membership growth and new club development across the district. In his words, it is a thing of joy for me to be part of this occasion. This is a testament to our achievements in terms of membership growth and the creation of new clubs, Akinyele stated. The district governor also commended key individuals who played vital roles in the successful establishment of the club, namely the new club development chairman, Rotarian Ben Okumale. Rotary Club of Abule Egba Metropolitan, led by United President Adeola Babatunde Felix. On to the next news. Rotary District 9111 United Presidents hold transformational retreats in Badagry. Rotary International District 9111 has successfully concluded its highly impactful United Presidents retreat held between last Friday and Sunday, April 17 and 19, 2026. At the serene Whispering Palms Resort Badagry, Lagos, leaving participants inspired, re-energized, and better equipped for sustained leadership and service. The retreat, convened under the visionary leadership of District Governor Prince Henry Akinyele, brought together club presidents serving in the 2025-2026 Rotary year in a powerful demonstration of unity, reflection, and forward-thinking leadership anchored on the theme Unite Upward. At the heart of the initiative was the captain of the United Presidents, Rotarian Kuburat Olanrewaju Lawal, whose commitment to fostering collaboration and purpose among presidents set the tone for a memorable and transformative experience. In her opening address, Rotarian Kuburat Olanrewaju Lawal expressed deep appreciation to the past district governors and participants for honoring the invitation, urging all attendees to maximize the opportunity to learn, reflect, and prepare for impactful service beyond their presidential tenure. Rotary Club of Ikeja Central, Charters Rotary Club, empowers youth through digital skills training. Rotary Club of Ikeja Central, District 9111, has successfully hosted its 2-in-1 event featuring the charter presentation of the Rotary Club of Ikeja Central and a youth vocational skills training program, reaffirming Rotary's commitment to youth empowerment, education, and membership. The impactful training, which was held at the conference room of the Lagos State Environmental Protection Agency, LASEPA, Secretariat, Alausa, Ikeja, brought together Rotary leaders, stakeholders, and young professionals for a day of leadership inauguration and digital capacity building. The major highlight of the event for District 9111 was the official presentation of the charter certificate to Rotaractor Oluwaseyi Asiwaju as the charter president of the Rotary Club of Ikeja Central. The presentation was performed by the District Governor of Rotary International District 9111, Rotarian Prince Henry Akinyele, marking a significant milestone in Rotary's commitment to nurturing young leaders and expanding its service impact. The District Governor was supported by the District Rotaract representative, Rotaractor Halilu Awisu, in decorating the charter president, symbolizing Rotary's continued investment in youth leadership, community service, and sustainable development. The event recorded the presence of the General Manager of Lagos State Environmental Protection Agency, Dr. Babatunde Ajayi, as a special guest of the day, reinforcing the importance of innovation, sustainability, and capacity building in community development. And that's all on happenings around the districts. This news brought to you courtesy of our sponsor of this May edition of the DG Interactive Session, Rotary Club of Ikeja Central. Please, another virtual round of applause. Woo! All right. More is still loading. If you haven't shared the link, what are you waiting for? Share this link, keep sharing this link, because I want you to know that the DG Interactive Session has gone global. Wondering how? Well, we'll find out very soon. So at this point, we're going on a short break. Edition of the DG Interactive Session, and of course we have our District Governor with us, with swag, the United District Governor of Rotary District 9111, Rotarian Prince Henry Akinyele. This your swag is too much.
Well,
How are you doing?
Well, I'm very well, I thank you.
It's been a long journey so far, and the countdown is getting closer and closer.
Yes.
My DG, just like yesterday, we are now in the final quarter of Unite for Group 3. How does it feel?
Well, to God be the glory. We're getting close to the end of the race, but I must tell you, we are still very energetic. Because there are quite a lot of things and we're still waiting to be done. So I must tell you that I feel so good that getting to the last quarter. I thank God for the strength, and the grace, and for what the modest achievement to record within the last 10 months. So it's my pleasure to be here. I say good afternoon to all my Rotarians all over there. I recognize everybody. I don't have to this way. So, but I must recognize all our distinguished leaders that are there. Of course, all our Rotarians, my United Presidents, and my assistant owners, chairman of committees, and all our friends, most especially our visiting Rotarians from all over the world who are coming in to celebrate this call with us. I want to say a very good afternoon to you all. It's my pleasure to be in the studio with you this interactive session with the DJ for this point. Thank you very much, Wendy.
Thank you very much, my DG. Now, how will you assess the third quarter in terms of membership growth, contribution to Rotary Foundation service projects, and of course, DG's visits to clubs and other activities of Rotary?
Well, I must say that this third quarter has been very productive. If you look at our statistics from where we were from the last quarter, where we are today, you will see a significant growth in terms of our membership growth. I'm proud to tell you only that as of today, we have a net gain of over 208, almost 280 Rotarians newly joined. So that's a very significant number. That's why the kind of surge or attrition we had in the first half. So I am sincerely very happy for that. So it's been a consistent, we've had a consistent growth in terms of our membership. I must say to you that we are endlessly awaiting the charter of two new clubs, which I believe will come in before we start our district conference. So it's been so encouraging in terms of membership. And in terms of our contributions to the foundation, it's also, increasing daily. You won't be surprised that Saturday we still have people paying to become a Polaris fellow or to add to their funds, their polio funds, their annual funds. So I'm so delighted that we've done so well this Rotary year, and where we are so glad that significantly we have gained a lot of things. In terms of visibility, you will see that the numbers of our followers has increased, compared to where we started at the beginning of the Rotary year. So it shows that our visibility is becoming wider. We have so many people because we have improved significantly in our productions and what we post on social media. You hardly can see a week that we have auspicious in most national days, activities and that. So in terms of public image, we have also done so well. And then I must tell you that main thing which is impacting us communities, service projects. I can tell you between yesterday and today I've commissioned over 3 projects. So wow. They have you have a lineup of clubs writing for the commissioning of their projects. So I am so impressed and delighted that we are really, really touching our communities in terms of service program. I have just left a Rotary Club of Ikeja where we've gone to commission a set of block of classrooms. We have done ICT laboratory and of course staff room. Yesterday, I was with the Rotary Club of Akomonjo, where the commission a well renovated class for the correctional center in Donetsk, and so on and so on. So it's been so impressive in terms of touching our community. So when you look at all these things I've mentioned, you know that so far so good, we have achieved tremendous things from the year. In terms of engagement, which is one of the most important things and priority for me and the Rotary year, that we want to get the Rotarians to be more involved in the Rotary activities, and that has significantly improved.
Yes.
You hardly can see, you see activities from clubs, you see the district office and engagement coming to do one thing or the other. You look at quality of club fellowship we've had is totally, very entertaining, very, very productive. It's been significant. A very beautiful year for us so far. So these are some of the things that we have achieved this retreat. Thank you so much.
Wonderful, wonderful. My DG, you've answered all the questions. Although I believe the remaining ones you answer briefly.
Okay, let me go ahead.
Okay. My DJ, what's the update on the peace building project?
Yes, thank you very much. That is the most important thing, and that is where I want my Rotarians, friends, and guests to please support us. I must tell you that we have significantly achieved a lot in terms of that flagship project of our peace building at Olamiso Onabanjo University. As we speak, we have moved, the windows has been installed, and plastering is ongoing. So we are moving to just tiling and furnishing a very beautiful edifice. So you've significantly achieved a lot, a milestone in terms of what we have put in place in that school. So we are hoping that within the next 2 months, we are able to put finishing touches, and we can only achieve this by the collective support of all Rotarians. We have quite a lot of pledges among our Rotarians. I still want to send this opportunity to appeal to all our friends out there to please support us. Sometimes the chairman of the peace building and conflict prevention, Pastor Assistant Governor Trudy Olaniyan, publicize, seek for support in terms of Rotarians who could donate as small as a bag of cement, for projects. So we want to send this up to please seek for support. Just 2 bags of cement, just 3 bags of cement is good enough for your projects. And if you have people that can do 100 bags, we need almost about 400 bags now to complete the plastering and the tiling. So, and there are quite a lot of things we can still do. And don't forget that if you are able to do something significant, and above your name will be on the roll of honor in that particular building. It's a heritage. It's something that we should all be proud of, because this project will outlive us. When you let me surprise you, somebody called this morning to ask that he wants to run a PhD program on peace building and conflict prevention with Olamiso Onabanjo University. And he was told to seek our support and see it's a program, they've not started such program, but to seek our support if it is something they can start, to run programs like that, and they wouldn't even mind to start with him. So it shows that if you are able to do this project very well, it's something that significantly impact our communities. It's quite different from donation to the hospital, donation to schools and all that. This is where peace, everything concerning peace, is done. And you agree with me that when there is peace, then every other thing will thrive. Family will do well, communities will do well. It is then we can do something for the hospital. It is then we can do something for the school. It is then we can do something for the market. But if there is no peace, all those things will be practically impossible. So I want to seek your support. This is a project that has been identified by Rotary International, and they are ready to collaborate with us to take this project to a greater height. So I want to seek the support of Rotarians. So please join us and make sure that we bring this project to a function.
Okay, well, let's just have this all up. My ever dynamic teaching. How do you intend to wrap up this night for a good year as we're drawing close to the end?
Well, I think I was thinking you will shift this question to the next edition, because it appears that you are chasing me out of the office. But let me remind you, I still have 2 months, please. I have to spend this May and June. So I'm not wrapping up. You understand? You see, when we are running a race, the last lap, the last span, is always very important. In fact, most in relays, you put the fastest as the last lap because it's going to finish that. So we are moving to the last lap, and it is there we have the bulk of the work. We need to consolidate on what we've been able to do from the beginning of the year. Yesterday, I was with Rotary Club of Ikeja Central, where they commissioned the public toilet facilities in Ikeja. You can imagine the number of projects coming in just within this towards the end of this week. So it shows that people are still very energetic. They are still ever ready to do a lot this Rotary year. So don't chase me. We are not wrapping up.
No,
we are, we are, we are,
you intend to. That's when
I have never done that. We are not wrapping up. That's it. As a matter of fact, it's so tough for me to write in the stewardship report to be presented at this call because there's still quite a lot to be done within the
I understand.
But let me tell you, we are warming up. We are trying to put everything together, consolidate, to make sure that we have a very smooth transition. So, at this district governors, we are trying so that.
Wow, that's wonderful. Okay, before we wrap up and now and go on a quick break, before we bring in the sponsor of this May edition of the DG Interactive Session, Rotary Club of Ikeja Central, and let's just quickly recognize some fellow Rotarians who have joined us online. I would like to recognize PP Angela Norton. I'd like to recognize Rotarian Francis Obiagozi. Oh, and of course, the United President of Rotary Club of Akko, Joe Rotarian David Amui. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'd like to recognize, please, can you kindly tag your name properly so we can recognize you accordingly? I would like to recognize AG Innocent Abu. Okay, all right, please keep sharing the link. Please keep sharing the link. All right, at this point, edition of the DG Interactive Session. Please, are you excited? React now, comment in the chat box. All right, in fact, today we have a powerful United President seated right next to our United District Governor, the sponsor of the May edition of the DG Interactive Session. Please, can we give a round of applause as we welcome Lieutenant Bola Adewumi, United President of Rotary Club of Ikeja Central, our sponsor of the May edition of the DG Interactive Session. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. You are welcome. Wow, wonderful. Now, my United President, Rotarian Bola Adewumi, can you tell us more about the AI Vocational Service Seminar hosted by Rotary Club of Ikeja Central?
Thank you. First of all, I'll say good morning, my DG, BDGs, online BAGs, fellow Rotarians, senior Rotarians, guests, friends online. I want to say good morning to everyone. It's a privilege, or good afternoon, I would say. It's a privilege to be here again. Like my DG was asking, we were here before, that was a starter. But right now, we're in the main course menu. And when we say the main course menu, the Rotary year 2025 and 2026 Unite for Good year is just. And when we say starting, we save the best for the last. And this was one of the reasons why Rotary Club of Ikeja Central, aligned with the vision of our district governor and the vision of Rotary International, Unite for Good, to make sure that we project and touch the youth as well. And that prompted us in bringing up the Rotaract Club of Ikeja Central. And the first thing we looked at was, okay, this youth coming together, what would spur them into become great Rotaractors? And that, cascade down to becoming future Rotarians. And we found that among the youth, there's a skill gap. There's skill gap. So this made us, okay, after bringing them together, coming together, forming the club, we went straight into the youth and vocational seminar. And we did do it alone in order to touch other youths and to showcase what Rotary is all about. We had to take it down to Lagos State Environmental Protection Agency, where we were able to get the attention of the general manager. He was so elated and gelled with our DG and was very, very happy to move forward with our interactors. The seminar was all about AI, and we can see that the trend today is on AI and technology. And we looked at it, how can we reduce the skill gap? How can we reduce unemployment? One of this is, giving them a seminar on how to become an entrepreneur. And which we saw that was impactful on the youth. And we had other members of staff who are youth from the agency join the program. And this also, the aim of the seminar also was to reduce over dependence. We don't want our youth, our Rotaractors, to be extremely dependent on on the public or even on others. So with the training and the seminar, the impact was so great and so large that after the program, they were all enthusiastic about it. And it's for them. We had our Rotarian Aaron, they were from RC, it was only now, but I think it's in the data club right now. He came to give them a training, and we also have a young trainer from Lagos State West Panhandle, who is also an entrepreneur on his own, and person of Mr. Enoch. It was the two of them, the two facilitators were able to take the youth and spoil them into becoming entrepreneurs using the AI skills in whatever they do.
Wow, that's wonderful, wonderful. Now, what's the impact on our society, and why are participants demanding for more practical sessions?
Thank you, Oye. Like I said, the skill gap brought us into the seminar, and looking at what we have in the country at large, now we down to the country and to our states. Reducing the skill gap, providing employment, spurring them into self-employment, becoming entrepreneurs of them and themselves. And after the seminar, we've had them come in and say they want the practical hands-on training, which Rotary Club of Ikeja Central is looking into. We have similar clubs going in digital skills as well. I think RC Ikeja and some clubs collaborated on that. But RC Ikeja Central is looking to the next year to see how going into practical session where they will now become. We'll have mentors, Rotarian mentors on AI skills, mentoring our youth. And they've clamored, we've had calls, mails, asking us when we want to go into this. Definitely, rest assured, we've already had testimonials of some of our current Rotaractors, starting their businesses into creativity, into content creation, using AI skills.
Now, your club recently chartered Rotaract Club of Ikeja Central. Now, kindly throw more light on club youth activities.
Thank you. Rotaract Club of Ikeja Central has been so dynamic. They've been so efficient. In fact, they're so vibrant. The energy compared to them. And you know why this is so? A good mother becomes a good child. A good father nurtures a good child. So definitely, Rotary District 9111 birthed Rotary Club of Ikeja Central, who have now birthed Rotaract Club of Ikeja Central. And I can see the energy in them, the zeal. They've had a lot of projects apart from collaborating together for the seminar, the digital skills seminar. They've all carried a project on water, sanitation, and hygiene on our intending Rota Kids School at its Central Primary School in Ikeja, GRA. And they did this project, which was very laudable. I attended. And I saw the zeal in them, the impactful nature. In fact, when we have star projects dedicated and commissioned by our assiduous, viral, energetic, vibrant, go-getter, deliverer, district governor, Prince of Impact, our own DG Rotarian Prince Henry Akinyele. He was there yesterday to commission the toilet project, and the likes of representatives from the of the commissioners and permanent secretary of the Ministry of Environment and the Ministry of Women Affairs and Poverty and Relation. They were elated at what the impact that is given. You know, we want water sanitation, and we brought about that focus area of water sanitation and hygiene, and we were supported. The church was there all through with us, Oluwaseyi and Rotato Oluwaseyi. We were all together. Anywhere where we are, they are always there. The zeal is there for them. They are always attending our programs, and they are even clamoring attending this and looking at the impacts of programs. We did wash projects by donating wash and buckets and equipment and also soap detergent to the Rotary Kids School. You'll be amazed. Yesterday as well, we were at the school to donate educational materials, which was the second phase of our basic education and literacy project, where we donated books, branded school bags, books, pencils, biros, erasers, chaplets, and then also we donated the blue bin to them. We've sensitized them on recycling and waste sorting, and we took it further by donating the bin to them. We also carried out the tree planting in the school. You could see the anxiousness, you could see the happiness, the gladness on the faces of these kids. That's to tell you that you touch the life of a kid, you're touching a generation and you're touching lives. And that's what Rotary is all about. And we are glad to look at them.
Wow, that's wonderful. Our United President has done well. My DG, would you just want to add just one word, to what she has said, please?
Thank you very much. I must commend the president and the entire members of the Rotary Club of Ikeja Central for the beautiful and laudable project for the second Chinese Rotary year. Like I said, I was part of functional training where the new Rotary Club was at the same time I was commissioning of the renovated public toilet facility at Ogba. So I must say that they've been able all through the year to touch virtually all the areas of focus of Rotary in terms of service projects. So I must commend them. I thank them for believing in what Rotary stands for, creating a lasting impact in our society. So I say repeat congratulations to my president, who has been able to am I permitted to use the word upgrade? He's been able to take the club, which Club of Ikeja Central, to the next level. And I hope that she's going to finish well and be able to stand by her successor, so the club will continue to grow. So that's a big condition.
That's wonderful. Well, I want to say a big thank you to Rotary Club of Ikeja Central once more for sponsoring the May edition of the DG Interactive Session. And we don't say thank you by mouth again. We are people of action. People of action. So let me give this to my district presenting this.
So we have from the committee of the interactive session with the district governor, by extension, the public image committee of the districts. It's my pleasure to present this to you as somebody your is it to ask you, is it?
This is the class in the bigger way. Congrats.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, so this is where we wrap it up on this interview with our sponsor of the May edition of the DG Interactive Session. And of course, we still have more. Remember, I told you that the DJ Interactive session has gone global. I'm sure you're wondering, oh, but don't worry. You'll discover that right after this break. So don't go anywhere. Edition of the DJ Interactive session. Now, remember earlier on, I mentioned that the DJ Interactive session has gone global. Now we have an audience that spans not just only Nigeria, Africa, and worldwide. And of course, one of our online audience who has been watching from far away in Canada, who is the District Governor Elect Fuche Okugo of Rotary District 7080 Canada, is right here in our studio. You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Wow. So how does it feel so far? You know, the friendship exchange and all of that.
It's been interesting. First of all, I want to express excitement to be at the studio. I have mostly followed this program online. Once I got wind of an opportunity here, I quickly accepted it. So I want to thank my DG. This session has been very, very educative. Myself as a future leader in this class. Most of the projects shared here by my DG and the featured club presidents have been very encouraging and have given me ideas that I know is worthy of innovation. Like President-elect Ika said, in Rotary, you can copy shamelessly. So I am planning to do that for sure. And I really want to cooperate with this district. I've been part of quite some so far, and the team I came with have just one list. Never seen anything like this before. I did mention some time ago, one of the clubs, that it's not typical to see such projects in Canada just because of the way the system is. So typically, you won't see commission of water projects, refurbishing a school, furnishing a library. You really won't see projects like that because it's the system pretty much just makes that happen automatically. So most of our projects are youth focused, seniors focused, and international focused as well. So again, this exchange program has been quite eye-opening. It's something I've been looking forward to, and I'm happy I could come here with the team from Canada.
Yes,
we landed on Friday, and on Saturday we hosted at the Rotary Club of Ottawa. It was a day-long event. We went to a couple of projects. We visited a lot of Ottawa. We had a fellowship with them and ended up at East Medicaid. And then, of course, we rested on Sunday because we were quite a lot of flights. And yesterday was another day that was on fire.
Exactly.
So I must express, the fact that this is one district that is super performing. And of course, I'm proud to be associated with this district. Still an honorary member of the board. So by extension, this is also my district.
Wonderful. Now, tell us about Rotary District 7080 in Canada.
Thank you very much. So the Rotary District 7080 in Canada comprises 6 regions and counties. It's west of Toronto. So west of Toronto, okay. So Toronto has Greater Toronto area. There are 25 cities outside the city of Toronto proper. So my district comprises most of the cities west of Toronto. We are 1,300 members and 45 road clubs. The district pretty much prides itself with being largely administrative. So what we do is we manage funds that is generated internally and funds from RI through DDF. And so we ensure that clubs in their usual traditional projects or new ideas they have get the funding they need. And so most of the clubs are quite independent. Most times the year ends with only a portion of DDF having been touched, because most clubs have their own foundation, and the way foundation works in Canada is well funded. And so those clubs will typically just access funds from the foundation and carry out the projects. Some clubs that don't have foundations are robust on fundraising. Most times they fundraise and they raise everything they need for the entire Rotary year. So we have a team that goes, reminds them as it were, that there's funding for your projects. In fact, one year we put form, this is free money. Okay, the application process was just simple. Just tell us what you want to do. Match the funds you're asking for, I'll give you the money. So that year we actually saw them spend in excess of $20,000 from the resource. That's typically what hasn't happened before. And so for those clubs that are aware of the funding, we encourage them to just do a project. It mustn't be a global grant project. Do a project that gets district funding, because this funding is money you contributed in the first place anyways. Because you don't access those funds, sometime down the line, I ask for the money. And the way it works now is this, the 50-year money that should roll over to the 60th year is now being made to be funded back to the Rotary Foundation for Polio Plus. So we encourage clubs to do those projects. And then typically for clubs, they have certain projects that are community-based. Like every year, you see some clubs do things like RIB Fest. It's a very large festival. We actually have some of the largest in the world.
What happens at the
So RIB Fest is like a carnival.
Okay.
It runs typically for 3 days, where people just come, eat food, they drink, they have fellowship. There's really good music, and it's free. We only ask you to just make a donation. So sometimes we don't critique, but most of the money we get is from selling alcohol. You know, alcohol sale in Canada is quite organized. It's not just, you don't drink alcohol anywhere, anyhow. So in a typical RIB Fest, for example, you have to actually have Rotarians certified to sell alcohol. It's a government system. But if you can't sell alcohol in any RIB Fest, you actually make good money. Sometimes my club was the largest RIB Fest. At the end of that event, the club ends up making as much as $56,000, which is planned back into the community. And for those events, we're in partnership with the government. For this year, we're actually looking to expand to sponsors from the private sector as well, because it's a very large event. At the end of 3 days, you have as much as 15 to 20,000 Bramptonians that pass through that event. And so you're just like, where they go to the river, they get little dogs. Very plenty, maybe like 1,000, 2,000 dogs. They raise funds from that as well. And so these are just the primary events they do, and some are big on youth projects as well. So these projects actually run every year. They have teams that manage it.
Well, my DG, looking at the projects you've seen us commission, right, during the course of this your friendship exchange, are you considering some future collaborations? Because I'm just looking at the projects you handle over there in Canada, especially in a developed country, that everything you have, clean water, good schools, equipped medical facilities. What else would you want? So I believe that collaboration with District 9111 will do us some good.
So the good news is we've already started. So in Ottawa, for example, the medical center that was equipped some equipment was in partnership with my Rotary Club. And before now, some other districts have also benefited partnerships. And so far, what I have seen has spoiled my mind for them. In fact, my team members were already thinking about what we can do, because they saw what international monies collaboration have been doing here, and we're really impressed. Like the project yesterday at the correctional facilities, that was quite unique. And the idea of training those youths who maybe for some reason became juvenile, came delinquent, it's very ideal. And I was telling them entrepreneurship is a big deal in Nigeria. So imagine finishing through that program and have a skill. If you can be supported to start your own, it's a big thing. Because on the one hand, they could be independent. On the other hand, they will pay it forward by supporting another youth because they've passed through that process. So it's one project I know I will go back and sit down with my team to discuss further. I've already asked the club president to consider making what he talked about with extra project a matching grant project, so we can think about collaboration. And I think all the projects, as a matter of fact, even in one today,
Wow, that's wonderful. Now, how was your inter-district fellowship with Rotary Club of Akonjo last night? It was the highlight of moment.
The answer.
What did I say? Oh,
Yes. I know that my TG, he meets out on that one. I mean, I've been part of your schedule, so I know how busy you are. But yes, it was a really good fellowship. I think my team had a good time. Most time the club were hosting us, especially the way they did. Gift exchanges was a local program, it was well attended. And yes, the highlight for me was the dancing. It was really good music.
yeah.
And we won.
Well, or of course, I was surprised you lost, you know. We would have had, a dancing competition here, but of course, we don't have any dance floor right here at the DJ Interactive session. All right, my DG, Uche Okugo. Wow, so wonderful having you on our DJ Interactive session. And of course, wish you all the best as you prepare to create lasting impacts in the future. All right, this is where we wrap it up on this interview. Welcome back. It's still the May edition of the DG Interactive session. At this point, I will be handing over to our United District Governor, Rotarian Prince Henry Akinyele, to recognize fellow Rotarians and Rotary who have been online during the course of this program. My
Thank you very much, my center. I want to say thank you very much for this very lively and entertaining program you have built this with me. Yeah, thank you so much. I want to recognize and thank all Nigerians online. I see my past district governor, Sumba Onobadi Joe. Thank you so much. My assistant governor, Francis Okute, and of course, my public image chair, and even my United President of E-Club Maryland, Dr. Joyce Ferry, I thank you very much for being part of this. I can see I have so many people, my staff, my assistant governor, Henry Akimbo Bola, and the rest that I cannot mention here right away. I want to say thank you very much for being part of this program. I look forward to seeing all of you in Abeokuta on Thursday. It's going to be, yes, trust me, it's going to be another glam, in Abeokuta. I'll be there to welcome to the welcome party, the district governor night. I look forward to all of you in your club jerseys and your palazzo and Kara pants. Let's see who's going to be best dressed at that particular event. And of course, on Friday morning, I look forward to people, you regally and royally dressed in your traditional attire for the opening ceremony of the conference. And of course, too many other programs that lined up there. Please come around and network and make friends. Like I said, we have our Canadian friends, Rotarians from Canada, and in our midst, and then right away, our friends from Korea, they just landed at the airport, and then they'll be joining us at the conference. We'll be having tomorrow, even this afternoon, our friends from Ghana, and also tomorrow we'll be having our friends from the United States of America will be joining us to celebrate this district conference. So it's going to be a beautiful time, this weekend. I thank you very much. I look forward to wishing well with you and their Rotarians. I must commend you for your support, immense support so far. And I must not fail to thank those who were with me in Ondo last weekend to celebrate the life and times of my father. It was another beautiful event. I am extremely very proud to be a Rotarian, seeing a lot of Rotary members, Rotarians from Lagos joining us, even outside Lagos. Oh, you won't believe our Rotary International President event was at that event.
Wow.
Yes, all the,
You know,
all the way from back.
wow. Wow.
And we have Rotarians, district governors from 91, 41, Port Harcourt, from Abuja. You know, and it was a beautiful one. I say a very big thank you for the show of love. Yes. I hope to see you at the next edition. Thank you very much.
Definitely. Wow. Well said, my district governor. Now, this is where we wrap it up on the DG Interactive session today. We look forward to seeing you all at the next edition in June. And thank you to our district public image production crew, Elizabeth Edozie on multimedia, and Damilola Quadri on the radio console, Rotary Mercy George Affair on social media, and our producer, Rotary Olalekan Otun, the chairman of Public Image District 9111, and to all our participants. Oh, thank you so much for staying us throughout for 1 hour of this May edition of the DG Interactive session. And until the next edition, bye for now.